You have to begin with a fundamental principle. God is rich. God has plenty of money. There's no shortage of resources with God. And God could use any means of providing that he so chose. Just as much as God brought manna to Israel in the wilderness, could he not miraculously just rain down everything he was asking for from heaven for the people? Of course he could. That was completely within the power of God. But that's not how God wanted it to go. He wanted his people to support his work. Why? Because God wants to develop giving hearts within us. When we become givers, we become more and more like God, because God's the greatest giver. How about this? For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. That was the most precious gift ever given. There's just something about the generosity of the heart of a giver that reflects something of the character of God. And it's a beautiful thing. And I'll add one more thing about this. One of the great sins in our culture at large, one of the sacred cows among us in our culture, and you know it, I'm not revealing anything strange to you, it's materialism, isn't it? It's consumerism. We know this. Every one of us struggles with it for something. And if you're not struggling with materialism or consumerism at all, it's probably because you're completely given over to it. And so this is just the fact. This is just how it is with our lives. So I'm not revealing anything strange to you, but let me tell you, God's glorious antidote for the poison of materialism is to be a generous giver. It really has a counteracting effect in our heart for us to keep a loose hold onto the material things of this world and to have very generous hearts towards what God wants to do. And so therefore we must be givers. Not so much because God or the church needs our money, but because we must be conformed into the image of God's glorious Son.